Now I'm live. Let's see how long it takes. 1001, 1002. Okay. Hey. Hi, Linda. Hi, Drake. Thank you. Yes, it's a special hat for a special season. I love this hat. I'm in outer space. That's why the hat's like that. It's a space hat. Can't you tell I'm in 0G? No. No. Yeah. I love this hat. It's funny too because every time I wear this hat, somehow people start remembering Dr. Seuss, which his name actually would have been. They say it would have been something more like Sauce, but we all know him as Dr. Seuss. Hey, there's Richard. There's Nessie. Hi. There's Chris. Cookie. Hello. Whoops.
And navigate.
What? No. No, not yet. Shh. Okay. So we got Linda and Drake and Nessie and Richard and Cookie and Gemini. Hi, Gemini. I missed a lot of things, but I started out okay, and then I just kind of pooped out. But I didn't miss my own show at least, so I guess I'm lucky. Yeah, sleep is good sometimes. But I gotta say, guys, I'm really happy so far with this new stuff I'm using. I hope it continues. I hope it's not like some things that start out really good and then poop out eventually. It's right now I do take supplementation, as you know. The newer things I'm taking are the stuff called Muscle Restore and Gold Ormus, gold, monatomic gold, food of the gods. So, and why I say that Yeah, slept most of yesterday and now you're wide awake. Well, good for you. Hi, Annie. Hi. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the hat. I was trying to fool you that I was in just 0G, but nobody was buying it. It doesn't sway slow enough. It doesn't quite move slow enough to be a 0G hat. Yeah, you know what? And I can help you pick out the one that I'm taking, though, I gotta warn you, is very strong. It is a combination, and you know me, I don't do things. I've tried a couple other kinds, but I didn't like them. They didn't seem to do as much. The kind I'm using is Mother Earth Alchemy. It's by Mother Earth Alchemy, and you can get it right on Amazon. In fact, you got a choice of them to try on Amazon, and they're not all of them are horribly expensive. Only some of them. Y'all gonna be levitating before long. Then I expect you to fly on over and visit me. Yeah, then you're all gonna go when we go on these trips. Y'all gonna see everything. You're gonna be wide awake and seeing everything. Because that's another thing Ormus will do for you is that a couple of things that came up, and I always got to watch what I am craving because I've been talking about how I've been having trouble with my third eye ever since some stuff happened. I'm not going to go into the details again, but so I've been craving pineapple, and I find out pineapple is good for your third eye. Yeah, you probably would, because then we could go out and I could show you I could show you the Indian mounds, and I could show you the bog, and yeah, fly on over. Yeah. Just give me a call first. I might be naked. So yeah, we'd probably have a lot of fun. You started taking, you feel better already, Nessie, and you know what? I did too. I did too. It was like really fast. Yeah, it would be fun. I hope that I get better enough that I can go hiking around and show you with a camera, and maybe even do it live. Take you on a walk around the bog. Who knows? We might catch something, because from all I can, we might catch a picture of something or someone. From what I can determine, they say that the best place to find Sasquatch is right beyond terrain that humans can't traverse easily. That would be the bog. Oh yeah, you can get Ormus for $30 on Amazon. Make sure it's real monatomic gold, though, because the kind made from salt I didn't like. I can't. A pack of dogs named Wu Tang, 2 dog named Old Dirty. Yeah, I'd like to take a walk around and show you where I live. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they hang around the bog. Yeah. I got my Mother Earth Alchemy. I think I only paid $32. 32 something, and it's one of the best ones. It's the strongest. They tout it as the strongest Ormus, because the kind I got was Purple Mana Gold Dragon. And I'm flying. I have been waiting for it to, to be able to get it. And I have saved up and I got myself some Ormus and I'm like, yeah! Because I had to get the other thing too. That wasn't, the Muscle Restore wasn't real cheap either, but it helped immediately too. So between the Muscle Restore and the Ormus, it's a Saturday and I'm actually feeling good enough to come on. So this is great. I just take a dropper once or sometimes twice a day without food, away from food. What's a muskeg? Barry, what is a muskeg? Hi, Barry, you just kind of snuck in there. How's your nose hairs? Yeah, you might want to start slow if you've never tried it. And just take a few drops and see what it does. Usually a dropper is what they tell you about what a dropper holds. Oh, the swamp, yeah. That's where they hang out. Thank you. I don't have any makeup on either. I'm not looking too bad. I don't even have a speck of makeup and this is bright light. So, yep, this is how I look. Yeah, swamplands. And bog is very similar, except northern. Mm-hmm. So, I have to say, oh, I'm handsome. I'm not sure how to answer that, but thanks, I guess. Most droppers are 5 milliliters. Usually most times I take one in the whenever I wake up before I eat, like long before I eat. And a lot of times I'll take another one after I've finished eating for a while and before I go to sleep. And I've had actually been able to remember my dreams. I think this is really what is going on with the whole gold idea is, yeah, we've been deprived of gold. We probably need it, and that's why they're not letting us have it. No, I didn't yet, but you know what? I can do it right this minute. Lighting the fire. I'll light the fire. Oops, don't want to catch my hat on fire. I'm not used to having this hat. Okay, the fire is lit. As usual, find a place in the circle. Start leaving the stuff you want to get rid of in the fire and let it burn it up. Make it into another form. Remember, energy just changes form. So I think the work that Micah did too, because remember, Micah did work on several of us. I think that helped too. I think it all worked together and probably also helped me find the right thing because I had forgotten, almost totally forgotten about Ormus. And I'd mentioned it a couple of times, but then I thought I was going to get something else. And then I thought, you know what, though? It seemed like I was doing better back when I was taking Ormus. So I thought, ping, maybe that's it. Ormus would help. You know, it's funny because my helper says, I don't know how you could possibly get sick with what you take, with the supplements you take, between the black seed oil and the spirulina, stuff like that. Yeah, the Human Torch, wasn't it, Barry? Okay, so no, we didn't quite do the circle yet, but we're going to do it now. Everybody join hands and find a nice place around the circle. And if you smell a smell that smells like cabbage and noodles and kobasi, that would be me. That would be over here. Because that's what we had. Okay, I'm asking all of our guides and all of our guards and all of our helpers, all of the truly helpful beings and wise and good that we have around us to come join us here in this circle and watch over it, and Mother, Father to preside over and watch over us while we are here in this sacred circle. And then just feel the others around you, around the circle, and feel the warmth of the fire. And find a nice place to sit down. Cool, Pappy. Yeah, I think probably altogether it probably amounts to 10 with me. Probably about 5 in the day and 5 at night. Oh, yes, it was very good. I'm a whiz with certain dishes, usually with the comfort foods, wouldn't you know? I make wonderful comfort food. The cabbage and, oh, it's so good. I make such good cabbage. And bean dishes, beans that make you want to just curl up and go purr, purr, purr. And then my ham and beans. And, yeah. And my pot roast. All comfort food. Mashed potatoes. Yeah. Well, one day, maybe, who knows? Yeah, I make good food. I'm a good cook. That's why I said things go south for me, I'll just have a cooking channel. I could probably just do a cooking channel. Oh, Barry. Hi, Titan. Gosh, Titan, I know. I got to get with you and me. I got to talk to you and me. I'm sorry. I keep getting busy. I'm so busy. I'm so busy. Hey, Bomber's not here. Darn it. I have to wait for Bomber to show up. I mentioned it at SOR, but she wasn't paying any attention to me. I mentioned that I found the moccasins. I found the blue moccasins with the sequins. And I'll take some pictures and post that. Right. Because really, one of my helper happens to be Polish, and she put me on to another place in Poland that is that is obviously not a naturally occurring formation. So going to show you a melted castle if I can find it again. It was right here. Hi, Denali. We've almost got everybody in here now. What's up, Annie? We got the thinking face on. Hey, Julia. Why is turkey so expensive there? Do I need to mail you one? Probably mailing it would be even more expensive. Ahoy there, Titan. That's one way to say it. We are on ship. Oh, the place in Poland. Yeah. Wait, let me find it. It was... Okay. Okay. And you will see some similarities to Turkmenistan that we showed you last time. And enough of you are here that it is time to do the screen share. Watch the hat bonk around. Hey, Aussie. Making waves. Okay, gotta get that fixed one day. Just like everything else when I get around to it. I may have, hey, you guys, what if I make some round to its? I was thinking of this. I need to make some round to it so we can all get around to it. Nice little necklaces so that we can always be wearing our round to its. And so then we would get so much more done. A literal turkey named Tupac. Two-pack turkey. The jive turkeys. Everything turkey. Yes, turkeys on city streets. Don't worry, we have no shortage of turkeys of all kinds of various kinds, okay? Turkeys of all kinds. I don't think I look too bad for 63. I think I'm doing pretty good. Anyway, I can't believe I'm 63, though. I can't believe I lasted this long. It's really weird, man. I've been alive over 6 decades. Gee, if I knew I was going to last this long, I'd have taken better care of myself. Turkey wearing a bandana. Thank you, Max. Yes, please give me a like. Please like me. I need to be liked. I need it. Please like me. I'm still a spring chicken. Spring, 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 spring. So, John, how's it going your way? Yeah, turkeys with switchblades. I can't wait. I can't wait. Yeah, I can. I can wait. Trust me. Turkeys with switchblades. Switchblade toting turkeys would probably, yeah, I think people would rethink what they were having for dinner. Really? Wow, I'm 1 year older than you. That means I'm an elder. And that means you're going to have to respect me. Yeah, sure. Why, sure, Titan. They probably enjoy it. Yes, I am talking about the conjunction tonight because it's coming up on the 21st and I want to kind of be ahead of the curve. So it'll be one of the nights that we'll be meeting. So I'll be on for that conjunction. And also Chris and Cherie are going to be doing a ceremony, an ayahuasca ceremony that night. So yeah, you're live soon too. Well, yeah, you're not that far away from mine. You're like almost right after me, aren't you? Very close. So yeah, I'll probably go by the portal and say hi to everybody, and then I'll go on to Max's and say hi to Max, and go to Paisley's, and then go to Soar if they're on. I don't know who else on. Go and say hi to everybody. Who is picking on my buddy Tupac? Okay. So anyway, here we are. Right, the conjunction. Now, everybody's excited about the conjunction. interesting thing. And we said quite a bit about it yesterday, and then we said some on Max's show. But I think it's important to understand that Saturn is contraction and sort of a pull. Jupiter is more of a push. So you've got, basically, it's very binary. Those are the two polar opposites in our, and it's funny because they're right next to each other, but they're two polar opposites as far as the meaning. Jupiter is expansion, Saturn is contraction. And it's interesting because they're going to be aligning in the sky. And if you're there at the right time, I guess if you're in the upper part of the northern hemisphere, you're not going to get very long to see them. You're really going to see it down there in New Zealand and Oz, okay? You guys are going to see it really good. Are you hooking up words and phrases in Santa Clauses? Beehive. So, hey, Luce is in. Marie is in. Elena. Earth, help me to rebirth. Earth, help me to rebirth. Water, wash away my fears. Water, wash away my tears. Water, wash away my tears. Water, wash away my tears. Earth, help me to rebirth. Earth, help me to rebirth. Fire, burn away my fears. 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 Earth, help me to rebirth. Earth, help me to rebirth. Air, carry up my prayers. 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 Earth, help me to rebirth. Earth, help me to rebirth. Air, blow the winds of change. I give power to rearrange. Water flows, I am refilled. Earth helps me to rebuild. Earth, help me to rebirth. Earth, help me to rebirth. Wind blow, fire glow, water flow, earth grow. Wind blow, fire glow, water flow, earth grow. Wind blow, fire glow, water flow, earth grow. I got all kinds of tingles. Somebody's paying attention. If they try to chain you to something again, Titan, beware that there isn't a great big bird trying to steal your liver. The cats woke up just to make sure you're not trying to get by without feeding them. That's cute. Yeah, they were trying to Woo-po-po. Not woo-po-po. Woo-po-po. I wonder where, oh, geez. Conjunction away. Spanking. You guys, you're so funny. Cooking a roast chicken, no wonder he's, oh yeah, no wonder. Rotmut, dog's gonna be excited. He says, yeah, that probably smells wonderful. Her gadget name. Huh. Yes. So anyway, just wanted to say if you want to come in, I'm wanting to do something for the conjunction. I'm just haven't quite got the orders yet. You know, usually there's something, I know there's something that's going to be done on that day that should be done. I haven't figured out what it is yet. What exactly, or where am I supposed to go, or what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just do healing? Am I, supposed to go somewhere and do something? Not fit. I have no way to actually physically get anywhere much that day, except, if I take a bus somewhere, but it's going to be snowing. So probably not. I'm saying, this is the 19th. Let's see. For me, the 21st will be Sunday, Monday. Monday. I can't trust that day. Hi, Etri. Ooh, go to Inspector Gadget. No batteries. That's right. Do a healing on that day? Okay. I was thinking of doing some tonight, too. Because it seems like several people need some extra strength. So I'm feeling a lot better. I think I'm on a road to getting better. I know, it's going to be powerful. It's going to be something else, isn't it? I'm already feeling it. What I want to tell you about it is, in my life, this is the same conjunction as when I was born. So my birthday was already this month, but when that conjunction happens, it will be the same conjunction that happened on my birthday, on the day I was born. So, Hulk smash. The 21st to the 28th, yeah. So, basically, what you're going to see in the sky is from here. If you were to be able to see it tonight, and Ohio is very cloudy. We're lucky if we can see anything, out there at night, if clouds ever part enough for us to see anything. So in the nighttime. So I don't know if I will be able to see it or not, but what it'll look like is every night, those two, what looks like stars, but they're actually planets, they'll be low on the horizon. They'll come closer and closer together, and then eventually they'll look like one object. And that's going to be a very powerful time, and it's going to be in the age of Aquarius. So it's like diametrical opposites coming together in the age of Aquarius, in the dawning of the age of Aquarius, because this is just the beginning of it. We got a poodle? We got a poodle? Oh, there's Micah. Cool. Yeah, see, they do that here too. Every time we're going to have some astrological thing that you want to see, overcast. Can't see it. Nope, you're not allowed to see it. They do that here. I'll go out and get rid of it though. I'll sing it away if it's not too freezing cold here, because it's gotten really cold here. I don't see any poodles either. Cool. Ah. Yeah. Anytime, Cookie. You can count on me. Poodle free. Yeah, it's so cold here. But yeah, it is. They say it's the same one that the wise men would have been following, would be the same conjunction. And that same conjunction was taking place when I was born. But a little early though. My birthday's on the 9th. This is the first time it's actually happened on this particular day. But now this is the other thing. We are also at what would be considered the energy, like the energy of the new moon. It is an ending and a beginning. It is a death and rebirth. So the 21st is going to be like that. Something's going to be dying. Something's going to be being born. And I just want you to be ready, because I think this is an important one. So I think it's important that what we consider, what we meditate on as dying, be the stuff that really needs to go. That we think of it as, yeah, this is how we get rid of the crap that needs to go. And then meditate on what needs to come in. So I'm giving you plenty of notice. I think that we will do the burning bowl ceremony. And what you will need for that, and I will probably announce it in MeWe, in the MeWe group also. What we need for that burning bowl ceremony is you need paper, thin paper. You will need a fire source. You will need a bowl of water just in case things go south, or a glass of water or something in case, just in case. And something to write with. Now I'm going to leave what you pick all up to you. Hey Ben, how you doing? Yep. Yes, I think you are right. I think, well, see, the thing is, we are on the positive timeline. We are. But we're going to tweak it. This is still the positive timeline. I'm getting told all the time. Every time I check, still on the positive timeline. We haven't veered from the positive timeline. But we still need to do everything we do. We still need to do everything we need to do. Okay? Everything we're going to do. We still need to get that stuff done, okay? If we don't want it to veer off. So, spontaneous combust. I don't think so. Somehow I doubt that. No, I didn't see Luke Skywalker, Ben. So I think a burning bowl ceremony would be a good idea for that day, because we were talking about that, and it just dawned on me, maybe that's what we need. And to do some meditation on what we want to see gone and what we want to see come in. And then from then until the 28th that week, we'll just launch a little reminder, and then we'll just forget about it, because that's the way magic works. You concentrate a little while, and then you just forget about it and let it go work. There you go, Ness. And even if he does burst into flames, he won't set anybody else on fire. I don't want to set the world on fire. Obi-Wan? Okay, if you guys like that idea, the motion is carried. Well, that's what I'll do. I'll set it up. Remember, though, I can't set this up for you. I can set it up for the stream. I can't set it up for you. You're going to need 2 small pieces of paper, unless you have a heck of a lot you're trying to write down to get rid of. Something to write with, a fireproof bowl, water, just in case, or sand, or whatever you want to put a fire out with. Okay, and some people, what they do is they get a big bowl of sand and put another bowl inside that, just so that if anything flops out, it lands in the sand and is harmless. Okay, so that's another way to deal with that, because sand will also put out a fire. So 4 pieces of paper. Oh, you got quite a big list, huh? Yes, we're going to do it together, but you're going to have to provide the materials, okay? And the things that have got to go and that you want to bring in. And we'll do a ceremony. We will do that ceremony. Okay? That ought to do it. Hey, Teresa. Around 5 a.m. where? Oh, where you are. Yeah, I got to check where it is Eastern time, what time it's going to be Eastern time. Do you have sand? If you have a big bowl of sand, that could work. Big bowl of earth. Something that's not going to burn. Boba Fett should be younger. What, the clones age at an accelerated rate? Oh, poor clones. The Force keeps you young. Yeah, well, a wood stove could work. Yeah, that could work fine. The show takes place 4 years after Jeff. Yeah, sand could be used to put out a fire. So anyway, that's on you. I know what I'm going to use, but the rest is on you to make sure you have what you need to do this with the rest of us. But of course, if you get caught with your resources down or something and you can't figure out what to use, you can do it mentally with us. You can do it in the dream time, and it'll still happen. So that's what I think is going to happen. And then, yeah, we'll just revisit it on other streams. We'll just make a little note if we've noticed anything has happened on the 21st. And for me, that would be Monday. Monday. And I think we'll do it at the usual time. You know what? I could look up. Hang on. I will look it up. Okay. And okay, and it gives a helpful link to convert it to my time zone. It'll be right in the middle of the day. It'll be at 1:20 p.m. Eastern. Well, if we want to sneak up on it, it depends on what we want to do. If we want to sneak up on it, then we would do it Monday. If we don't mind doing it a little bit after, then if we want to come up before it, just before it, that would be tomorrow's show. If we want to come just after, that would be Monday. What made you time travel? Yes, things we're letting go of. Yes. In fact, we could even do this in 2 parts. Part 1 is tomorrow, where we're letting stuff go and we burn that. Part 2 is Monday, when we're bringing stuff in, if you want to do it that way. I'll meditate on it. Oh, is the portal on already? No, it isn't. Portal isn't on until 10. But I'll see you there, Aussie Tiger, later. Seeing the exact thing you wanted to see as a kid. That's cool, Ben. Okay, let me ask. What would be the best? Let's see. Okay, all the usual conditions apply. Are you ready to work? Yes. Okay. So a 1 part is better. 1 part ceremony. Stop. 1 part ceremony is fine. 2 parts is better. About equal. We have the things we want to get rid of on Sunday and okay. And then things we want to bring in on Monday. That's favorable too. Either way is favorable. It'll still work fine. So either way will work just fine. Just whatever we want to do. Okay. Thanks. Hmm. Oh, thanks, Mary. This is a Dr. Seuss hat. Yep. I love this hat. I flirted this hat off of a man. He was wearing it and it was so cool. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And I flirted with him a little bit and he gave it to me. But I had to have it. So, okay. So we could do it tomorrow. We could do it as early as tomorrow. Yes, it will be a spiritual thing. And we'll be doing some physical components, so we will be burning pieces of paper, Lewis. Yes. So this is the way the ceremony generally goes. Like I said, some of them I've seen it done like 3 different ways. But generally, the idea is you're using the fire energy. And so the piece of paper where you know the things that you want to get rid of. And these can be physical or these can be attitudes, these can be bad habits, these can be whatever, you know, the nosy neighbors, maybe you want them to leave. Yeah. You can, and you realize that every time I have done a ceremony for somebody who is having a problem with somebody, there's going to be one of a couple of things happening. Either they will pick up and leave and find they like it better, much better someplace else, or they will turn into an entirely different person. That's usually how it works. Portal is usually 10 Eastern. So well, see, this is just I've seen 2 things happen when you do that with people. Like I said, usually either they decide to just pick up and leave and they go somewhere better that they think is better and stop bothering you, or they turn into somebody actually beneficial. So you are not bothered anymore. Either way, they are no longer a bother. See? So if you do it with that intention, that works. If you do it with the intention of just getting rid of them, I don't know, probably still work. But there may be some karma attached to that, because if you want them totally out of your life and they don't have anywhere good to go, then it might be that somehow you get disconnected. I've seen that happen too. But so you write it down on the piece of paper and you just look at it and read it to yourself, make sure that's what you want. And then you take it and put it in the bowl and burn it. And let the fire transmute it. And then you just forget about it. It's part of the magic. Is after the working is done, that's it. No more talking about that stuff. No more thinking about that stuff. No more wondering about that stuff. And then you do something very similar to what you want to bring in. You take the piece of paper and you write it. Write what you want to bring in. And read it. Make sure that's what you really want. You can be specific. And then at the right time, you burn it and just let go of it. Because quite a lot of magic is trusting that it is going to happen. This could be a good beginning for shadow work, yes. It could. Okay, kitchen sink is a good place, yeah. Yes, you know what? I helped a lady with a crazy neighbor once, and this was the funniest thing. I said, give it a couple of days. Okay, give it a few days. It may not be like right away. They're not going to just go poof, although sometimes they just take off. But usually not. Usually it takes a few days. But so the first time after she saw me, I told her what was going to happen. And she said, well, he hasn't left yet. He hasn't disappeared. I said, but has his dog quit bothering you? And she said, well, yeah. I said, cool. Okay, well, your source of bother was the dog kept acting, she had a neighbor whose dog would just harass her and he would never call it off and call it back. And she complained and and she was afraid of it. And so she wanted him and his dog gone. And, so I said, okay, you what you really want is for the dog to quit hassling you, right? That's the part that's really bugging you. Yes, but I really like it if he was just gone. Okay, so I told her, I said, one of two things is going to happen. Either he's going to find something he likes better and go do that. Go there. Or he's going to become a different person and no longer be a problem. Because that's the way I work. I'm not, I don't do cruel things to people. If they're leaving, it's going to be because they want to leave. Something happens, and a nice something happens, and they want to leave. They want to just get out of my way, reality. Okay, so took about 3 days. Next time I see her, now this woman she was dressed really dark. She was dressed really in a babushka and dark clothes and just kind of hunched over and frazzled looking and angry. Okay, and she says, well, yeah, at least the dog isn't bothering me. I said, well, that's something. That's showing it's working. But after a few days, I see her and she's all dressed up. She's actually wearing makeup. The babushka's gone. Her hair is done. And I'm like, something happened. The guy asked her out. Not only did he take care of the dog issue, but he actually asked her out, and turned out to be, actually, he was a nice fellow. So, and she was really happy. So, you know, she looked so happy. It was like, oh, something happened. So he turned into a different guy. Instead of a troublesome neighbor, he became somebody fun. So, you know, it's really cool. Sometimes that can happen. The situation can just change, you know. Although I gotta say, there's one neighbor that I just couldn't get anything to happen with. But she was pretty dark. I think she was doing her own dark magic up there. But I did get her to lay off of me. I did get her off my back at least. But she was still there. She was still the same person, but she was at least not. She was found somebody much better to harass, I guess. I don't know. So yeah. So I'm like, well, he's a different person now. Now he's not a problem, right? That was the whole idea, is you don't want him to be a problem anymore. So, you know, in a case like that, that's a win. It's a win. It was a good ending, a very good ending, a happy ending. I like endings like that. That's always nice, right? Do I do dark magic? No. And I will tell you why. Is because there's karma attached to it. And um, what dark magicians do is they get the person asking them to accept the karma of the dark magic. But generally, I try to stay away from it. And it depends on what you call dark magic, because to some people, black magic is anything that changes things. To some people, white magicians don't change anything. They just leave everything just like it is. In which case, I would be kind of gray. You know, it could be that some people would see me as being a white, but some people would see me as gray or maybe even black, because I do change things. I will, for instance, alter the weather. I will, for instance, I'll alter things. I'll heal people. I'll do removals. I'll do crossing overs. I will change things. So to some people, that makes you gray. Even if you're doing things for a good reason, for a positive reason, you're now gray. So it all depends on who you're asking. So, but I know that the ones who practice dark, they have ways of getting other people to accept the karma. And that's what they do, and that's how they get by with it. Yeah, where's Bomber? CJ was here a minute ago. Well, thank you, Marie. So, yeah. So you decide what you think I am. I think I'm a purple one. I think I'm a purple magic user. It's my favorite color. That there, how's that? I'm not black, white, or even gray. I'm purple. Yeah, yeah, I thought I saw Chris here. I don't know where Bomber is, though. Bomber's MIA. Okay, well, you guys know what you need to get together for tomorrow. I think we'll do it tomorrow. and we'll kind of feel it out. If we want to just do half of it tomorrow and half of it Monday, that's okay. Or if we want to do the whole thing tomorrow, the energy may be really high and we might go, hey, let's just do it. Thank you, love. Thank you, Linda. Oh, thank you, Ben. Violet, yeah. Violet, could be Violet. And really, yeah, there may be some other things too that we do. We'll see. Purple order. Purple power. Yeah, you know what? We could take a woo ship somewhere if you want. I was going to say, anybody want to take, we haven't taken a woo voyage in a little while. You want to go somewhere? Anybody have a suggestion? I'm just going to do it the non-scientific way. Now, those of you who are going to take Gold Ormus, who are going to take the monatomic gold, these trips are going to be easier and easier. Okay. Well, I'll still have the meeting. I will still come in at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern. So it'll still be around 8:30 Eastern. All the woo-woo that you do so well. Yeah, you know what? I think we really discouraged that poodle, though. I think we really discouraged the poodle. Poor poodle. No, not after Portal. We'll be doing this on Sunday night. Next time. Okay. Well, once again, I'm going to say monatomic gold will do a lot for you. I was going to go into, as a matter of fact, I can go into that just a little bit, things to help you clear up your third eye. One of the things I found was pineapple. It's funny. Pineapple for the pineal gland. Your pineal gland likes pineal apple. And, okay. Cool. Cool, Teresa. So yeah, just make it in when you can. We don't start right away. You know how we are. We're too busy greeting each other and bullshitting for a while, and you know, so you'll probably be in plenty of time. Borax, yeah, a little bit of borax. Staying away from fluoride. Staying away from, you know, I also find that there are, I don't watch the news. Yeah. Cool, Linda. Yeah. Yeah, she might be hanging out at the portal. Do you want to take a trip now? Because portal will be on in less than 15 minutes. Or do you want to wait and do it tomorrow? It's up to you. Or we could just be a little bit late at the portal. Pineapple CBD. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I don't watch television. That seems to screw with it too. Wi-Fi and EMFs. That seems to not be very good for it, you know. By the way, you guys, I am getting some EMF blocking fabric. I'm going to be making things out of it. Barry, you're right. You do need your beauty sleep. And your nose hairs too. I mean, you know. I mean, it's not easy growing nose hairs like that. Mm-hmm. Okay. So do you want to take a quick trip and then head over to the portal? And if so, where do you want to go? Yes, I am going to be making things with that fabric for sale. I have some coming in. And the only thing is, they can't get it to me before the first of the year, probably. I'll be lucky if I get it by the end of the year. So think about what you want. But yeah, and if you order some things, if you want to order some things, let me know. And I will, and by the way, this is how you would, there you go. That's how I'd get paid, is through that link, that PayPal link. And so, okay. And let's see. Turkmenistan? Cool. Etri, I can probably give you the link. It's I can probably still find it, but it was on Amazon. You can also get that kind of thing off Alibaba, but I ordered some a while back and still haven't received it. Right, Captain, right up on your mystery ship. Oh, yeah, let's do so we have more time. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I'm going to make things out of it. If you need a cap, I know how to do that. If you need clothing, I know how to make that. I'm getting some. I may have to order more if you order a lot of things. Some of it's going to me to make stuff to block for me so I don't have to work so hard. Now there's going to be two ways for you to use it, and I'm going to work on getting the bright snaps to put on, because usually what they do, what I want to make them like is not only would they protect you when you're walking around outside, but they would also, when you're in your place, you would have the other way of earthing. You would be able to plug them into a grounding outlet at your place or any place where there is a grounding outlet. And it would be just like sitting on the earth, and that would protect you. Right. Okay, Etri. Because yes, I do know how to make things. Pillowcase. Etri, here's a thought. And I'm just going to tell you because it might be easier, it might be faster, because this is going to take a while to get to me. You can now get a pillowcase. This pillowcase right here that I have is an earthing pillowcase. This one right here is what it looks like. It has little gray cross hatches all over it. You can get that for about 25 bucks on Amazon right now. And that has a little, here, I'll show you. It has a little plug on it, and it has a cord, and this snaps. This is a particular kind of snap, particular size snap that fits with these cords. And you put that into it, and you can just snap the cord on, and you are earthed. And it's the reason I can do these broadcasts, because Max has the same problem. He's very susceptible to EMF. So, but so they're only like $25 or 27. I think my last one I paid was 27 from Amazon. And maybe you can get a deal on it. Now me, what I'm going to do with this material, I'm going to make like caps and stuff. I'm going to make hats. I'm going to make, maybe, I was thinking of making a Covey cowl, because that would protect you from here to here. Yeah. It's Oracle of Kent, that would be me. That's what my fans name me. That some of them name me Ocean, and then some others name me the Oracle of Kent. Why? Because, yeah, you know what? Taking the Ormus has helped me be not as sensitive to the EMFs, a little less sensitive. I notice I'm less sensitive. So if, of course, if you're healthier, you're going to be less sensitive. You know, it's like anything else. Yeah, the Oracle of Kent, and it's because I asked matrixy type questions. They were picking up the matrix stuff. You know, I mean, I'd ask questions like, how do you know what is reality? Is it using your 5 senses? Would it be, you know, what you see, what you taste, what you smell, what you feel? But those senses can all be fooled. And I was basically giving him the whole talk that Morpheus gives Neo. But I didn't ever see, this was way before the movie came out. And I guess the story had been written, but I hadn't read it. And somehow, I remember one guy, he was sitting, we were sitting on a patio, and I had my guitar in my hand. And I was talking to this guy, and I was asking him those kind of questions. And he's staring at me and staring at me and staring at me. And the full moon is shining down, and he goes, I'm like, why are you staring at me like that? Like you're waiting for something. And he said, I'm waiting for you to turn into a bald black man. And they're like, what? Well, I guess it's not impossible. How much acid have you had? Been doing shrooms? But, you know, I didn't say that. I said, well, I guess anything's possible. You know, but he said, Morpheus, you sound just like Morpheus. I didn't know who Morpheus was. Don't worry, Teresa. I think it's going to be clearing up pretty soon. Usually, clearing on automatic process now. That's good. Yeah, it's sometimes hard because you know what? We are taught to second guess ourselves. What's really going on where? At Turkmenistan? Well, Ben is voting for Louisiana, but he could tell us what's there. Okay. Pulp Fiction. Portal is on, Portal is on. Okay. Well, decide where you want to go tomorrow. And if Portal is on tonight, I think I'll start pulling it down for tonight. Wonderful, Teresa. Okay, we'll do Turkmenistan. There are a couple things I want to show you before I close it down. Let me see if I can find them. No. Certainly not. Let me see, that is not it. Okay. I wanted to show you this. This is really weird. Once again, I've talked to you about melted cities, melted. This. I'm gonna make it bigger so that you can see it really clear. Now, the interesting thing about this is if you look at it and you just relax your eyes a little bit, you can see that this is not natural. I mean, this cannot be natural. You can start to see that this was something like a castle or a city. It's so obvious to me. So bloody obvious. Only it's been very worn away and maybe even melted, like so many of them are melted. And it's been, of course, eroded over time. But if you will look, you can see how is this possibly ever a natural formation? Now, I want you to notice the three fountains coming out of the side that almost have to be the three waterfalls, evenly spaced. Evenly spaced. How does that happen? Just happen to be. Look at the corners. Look at the sharp edges. Look at the brick-like. It looks like brickwork on the corner there and all the way across. You can see patterns in this. You can see that this was once decorated. There are some shots of it I've seen where you can even see the decorations on it. If you just relax and look at it, you can start to see that there were decorations all over this thing. And you want me to believe somehow that this is just a mesa. It's just a table mountain, just a natural thing. It just, nothing to see here except just natural beauty. And I say, this is bullshit. Okay, if you ask me, that's bullshit. Now, some people have said giant tree stump. We'll take a better look. I don't think so. For one thing, it's square. Unless they carved it that way. But it looks more like brick the closer you look at it. And it's called Large Castle Temple Remains of a Natural Mountain. This is off of Daphne Reloaded. I'll give her a shout out. She also talks a lot about and rants about why not to be vegan and eat your meat, which I kind of appreciate, but I'm going to play just a little.
Just maybe, this formation isn't natural. Welcome to Venezuela, where you are told this is a mountain. Now, if you believe that, I I have a bridge to sell you. Nope.
If you believe that, I have a bridge to sell you. I don't think it's natural either. I don't think it's a tree stump. It looks more like a fortress to me too. Yeah, a fortress or a castle, something like that. Because if you look really close at this, it looks more like brickwork than a tree. I can see where you'd see the tree, the color, and it all almost looks like it has a grain. But no, when you look closer, there's bricks. So yeah, and you can see it make a 90-degree turn, and that's just, that is not what you see when you're looking at natural stuff. Usually that doesn't happen too often, except in the mineral kingdom. In the mineral kingdom, you can get sharp edges like that, but it would be a crystal. And it would be sharper than that, actually, then. It would not be rounded. It wouldn't look brick like that. If you look at this closer, I can see shapes all over this thing, mostly covered by this lichen or whatever. And Roger says, if it's moss, it's feeding on red blood. If it's lichen, it's feeding on black blood. Well, you can see that this probably has both. You can see that this is a lot of lichen here, and you can see the black marks on it from the black blood, which would be the spent blood. One is the vein blood, and one is the artery blood. So, usually when it starts to dry, the artery blood the spent blood is black, and the fresh blood is bright red. And you see both colors here. So this probably also was, at one time, physiology of some kind. This could have been made from the remains of a once living being. On top of the fact that it has something that looks like brickwork, and especially here in the corner. And if you go ahead and look for this, it's Large Castle Temple Remains, and once again, Daphne Reloaded. I don't want to play too much of it because I don't have her permission, but it's so obvious to me. It's so obvious. I see a circular shapes on the sides. I see something that looks like another circular design in the front of it. I see evenly spaced fountains. I'm going to call bullshit on this ever being a natural formation. Somebody did that. Oh, lichen, the green stuff. And then on top of this, she goes on to say, let me see if I can find it. She goes on to say there's more. This is what it looks like. Now, some of you might be able to see the shapes. Look, it looks like some kind of a castle or something. And I can see that there's that circular shape again. There's that circular shape right over on the left corner. Right. And then you look right in the middle there, right about in the middle. It looks like a straight line of maybe windows or something were once there. Something. It was like, you can see a rectangle there. And then you look a little farther over and you see another part of a rectangle. It's like, no, don't believe it. I do not believe that this is natural at all. That this is naturally occurring. That is bullshit. I call bullshit. This is the stuff around it. Roger would probably say this is physiology. This probably was a living being. It even looks meaty. It looks like meat. You can see it's way up in the clouds. This is very tall. This is very high up. How tall would this thing be? Because look, this is a cliff. The water is running down here. This thing is huge. Who would have built it? And it's Mount Roraima, Venezuela. Now up in the top of it, you've got pools. You've got hot springs. This looks like a resort place. It's probably intentional. I've seen resort places set up like that, spa areas, where they have the hot tubs, and then they have the probably at one time it was a I have no doubt that this was a totally intentional hot tub area. No doubt at all. It's just too perfect, you know. We've got places today. Here you see the huge blocks again. See these huge blocks, and they're red. It looks bloody. It looks like blood. Okay, and you see the way the lichen is growing in the cracks of these great big blocks, right? And it's so obvious. And yeah, I mean, the more I look at it, the more I can't help but say, this is obvious. Somebody built this place. And then I guess this is a lot of different takes on it, different pictures of it. But you can go look at it yourself, and you really don't want to see that. Anyway,
I'm not alone. A lot of people think that.
Yeah, I know you're not alone. You're not alone. I agree with you. You're absolutely not alone. Okay, I'm taking off for the portal too, and this is, oops, remove PayPal. Okay.
From Rolls Royce to Cuban cigars.
Shush.
Handmade.
No. Okay, I'm taking off too,
I'm not
and I'm
alone.
going to close
A lot of
down.
people.
I'm going to close down the circle. I'm going to thank everybody for coming. I'm going to thank all of our guides and guards for coming, everybody that came. I love you, and see you at the portal or wherever. Okay, and yep, okay, and I am about to end the broadcast. Thank you. May the circle be open but unbroken. The truth is where you find it. Hope you're finding some of it always here. And this is Ocean Making Waves. Go out and make some waves of your own, folks. And get ready for tomorrow. Okay. I'll see you again. Okay.